Hello, everyone.
Happy Whinypaluza Wednesday.
Oh, I'm trying to do topics that are very authentic to what we are dealing with as parents. And I realized that I felt like we leveled up as parents because we dropped our son off. If you're following us, you already know this. Some of you don't know this. We dropped our son off at his first apartment at school. He interviewed for a coveted position with a renowned professor doing research, and we're so proud of him. And he's in his own apartment. He's got his car. He's driving to work, driving to the gym, driving to the grocery store, cooking his food, doing his laundry, calling us when he's doing laundry,
Or cooking.
calling us while he's cooking to show us his food and to ask
You got
questions.
some calls while he was grocery shopping.
So it just made me feel like we leveled up. So
New
that's
phase of life.
Yes, that's where the title came from. And as I was writing this, I was crying because I was reminiscing in my mind, like, wasn't he just a baby yesterday when he couldn't lift his head and we were, holding him all day and couldn't put him down. And it just happened so fast. And you're probably leveling up as parents. So please feel free to share with us, like, what stage are you in? Did you send your kid to preschool, elementary school, high school, college? Where are you at? Tell us what's going on with your kids. I had a mom comment on in my group today that her daughter just graduated college. I saw another mom I know, her daughter just got engaged. Like, there's so many different phases of life. And
different levels.
And I've told Seth this many times, that the hardest stage for me was when I was very pregnant with Ella and Max was almost 2, and I was constantly chasing him, and I was just like physically so exhausted.
Little boy filled with energy.
I couldn't keep up with him. I had this huge belly. I was trying to keep him safe. I was trying to keep myself safe. And, I'll never forget one of my memories is just like crying. And why was I at Temple? I must have had Max in like a little group there for kids.
Yes.
And one of the head person of the religious school saw me, and she was like, I promise you it's going to get easier and he's going to calm down. And she was so right. He was so full of energy.
Yes.
And every year we saw him calm down more. And do you remember people telling us that the boys are harder when they're little and the girls are harder as teenagers?
We're experiencing that right now.
Fast forward to 19 years.
Yes.
Well, it's actually 17 years later. So, toddlers and meltdowns and all the stuff that we have to learn to deal with. And that's a whole, level up and learn to deal with the meltdowns. Do you remember the meltdowns?
And the diaper explosions.
Oh my God, the diaper explosions. I remember constantly packing the diaper bag with new changes of clothes because we went through them.
Yeah.
And then I learned that, and I don't know if you know this, as they had more and more diaper explosions, I realized it meant you had to size up, that they were too small.
I did not know this.
Now
you tell me.
So as they were getting really messy, I learned that I had to go bigger. So,
yes.
So many things to learn as parents. We learn as we go. And Max is our guinea pig. And he's the perfect kid to go first. And he knows we don't know what we're doing, and we're learning it with him. So he is going first again.
Yes, always will.
So do you remember sending him to preschool?
I do, and I remember you making me take him and drop him off because you couldn't deal with it.
And why couldn't I deal with it?
Because he didn't want you to leave.
It was hard. Him sending Max to preschool, sending Max to kindergarten. And I'm only focusing on Max because he goes first.
He's the oldest.
So every time we level up a little bit, we're doing something new with Max. So I just remember it being so hard sending him to preschool and sending him to kindergarten. And I remember how hard it was to relinquish that control because I had him all day and I was in charge of him all day. And I didn't know how I felt about having him have time away from me.
Somebody else being in charge.
And him being with his kindergarten teacher all day. And I remember he would come home and he would tell me how much he liked his teacher. And then I started to calm down. And I was like, okay, he likes her.
Yes.
She seems to know what she's doing.
Oh my God.
I can relax.
Yes.
Yes, those were the days. Oh my gosh. You're all going to laugh at me. Those were the days where I had taught Max so much. I had time with him on the floor, reading him books and doing colors and shapes and letters and numbers. And I remember saying to his teachers, like, what are you going to teach him? Like, I want him to learn something. And they were like, he's going to learn how to be in school and how to wait in line and how to be with people. And I was like, yeah, but what are you going to teach him? So we know what it feels like to be exhausted, to be in the thick of it, to be juggling so much, and to just be like mentally and physically exhausted.
Yes.
So we both understand how that feels.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been there. We still are there. I mean, we were just saying our list is endless today.
Yes, but we're not changing diapers or dealing with preschool at the moment.
So why do we still feel so busy?
Well,
Because there's so much to do?
There is much to do around the house, and then there's all the activities that our kids are involved in.
Yes, Ella's like, by the way, I'm staying after tomorrow.
I'm going in early. I'm staying late.
We're trying to keep up.
Yes.
Trying to keep up. Okay, let's move to middle school. Middle school. So when Max was in what grade? 7th grade? Was that COVID? Was that when COVID hit?
2020. So.
And we're not going to talk about the whole COVID challenges, but that was a whole different challenge.
Yes.
And we got through it. And I call middle school the awkward years.
Yep, definitely.
And I try to remember, do you remember being in middle school?
Yes.
I want you to know,
I hated it.
I try to remember what I felt like in middle school because it gives you more compassion and grace for your kids. And I did not feel comfortable in my own skin. And I bet you didn't either.
I did not.
So middle school is like puberty and increased expectations and more challenging stuff at school and friend drama and just a whole different level to deal with. I feel like elementary school is a little calmer with that stuff, and then I feel like it ramps up in middle school.
I would agree.
And then when you feel like your kid has the worst attitude, they go to high school and they all calm down. So I'm just putting that out there.
Yes, to the universe.
To the universe. So I started thinking about the constant directions that I give. Did you take your water bottle? I'm picking you up at this time.
Yep. Logistics.
I need you to turn in your permission slip. Like, there's so many logistics that I bark at my children. So I just want to pause and remind us mothers not to bark at our children all day. Because there's so much going on upstairs, like the mental load is real.
Yes.
And there's so much to tell them. So we just want to make sure with our children to have nice conversations that do not involve directions or expectations, right?
That's a lot.
It's a lot. So anyways, we sent Max to high school. So we leveled up to middle school. Then we leveled up to high school. Do you remember sending him to high school?
I do.
And he really excelled.
Yes.
He really learned, he was like, hey, I'm smart. He finally believed me. It took until high school for him to believe me. I knew that he was smart. You know what clued me in was him sponging what I was teaching him as a kid. And he laughs at me, but that's when it started. And he didn't believe me until his high school grades showed him that. So when they're in high school, when they're in middle school, I just think that we start to step back. Did you notice yourself doing that, or was it just me?
I think the older they get, the more responsibility and freedom that we give them as long as they earn it.
And we inch back.
Yeah.
And we make sure they do okay with it.
Yes.
Okay.
Claire says, I don't think I've had very many conversations lately with my child that don't involve directions or barking.
You know, but
we understand.
I just noticed it in the car when Lily was rolling her eyes at me, and I was like, she's annoyed because I'm just like, because there's so much to talk about. There's so many rules and expectations and logistics and directions, and there's so much to go over with them. So I feel you. So anyways, so learning to step back. And the nice thing about my kids is they kind of force me to grow. It's like I want to like hold on, and they're pushing back. Yeah. Like you need to step back. And all three of them are really good at that. Like Lily will be like, we're going here and then we're going there. Now Lily's our baby, if you don't know. She's 13. And Max has said to us, you never let me do that.
Right.
You know?
I had the same thing with my older brother. Like, he would fight tooth and nail to try and get something and maybe not get it. And then when it was my turn, my parents would just say yes. And he's like, hey, I had to fight for that. That's not fair. Or they wouldn't let me do that. I'm like, it's different parenting with different kids.
Yes. And he has even said to me, he has looked at me and been like, are you going to parent? Are you tired? Yes, I'm tired. Number 3. Number 1 equals I'm on him. I have expectations. You know you can't do that. And now with number 3, it's like you loosen up. You loosen up with each kid.
Yes.
And they kind of like push you. They kind of like well, not so gently, kind of push you away. Like they want more independence. And I realized a lot of the conflict is them just wanting some more independence. And I'm like, this is not a bad thing. They're asking for more freedom. So I'm going to give them an inch and I'm going to see how they do with it. And hopefully they do well with it so that you can keep giving them more inches. So I definitely realized in senior year that he was going to go away to college. And I was like, I have got to do things differently. I have to let him have freedom and let him do things and let him be more independent because he's going to be on his own next year. So I was like, I have to do this. And then I started hearing about all these life skills that I needed to teach him. I am going to be very honest with you every time we're on here. Max did not do one load of laundry until he went to college. Everyone under the sun was like, make them all do their own laundry. Everybody has an opinion.
Yes.
Make them make their own lunch, make them cook the meals. Like so many parents are like, make them. Now, I'm going to tell you, I just said to Seth, him and I do way too much. Our kids should definitely be helping more. I'm also going to tell you, my mother packed my lunch. My mother cooked my meals. My mother did my laundry. I figured it all out, and now Max is figuring it all out. I did give him a lesson, but I think that as they're in high school, teaching them life skills is so important because we're not going to be there when they're at college and they have to go do their laundry or they have to cook their own steak. Although you can FaceTime and help them cook, yes, which is what we've been doing.
That's awesome.
Isn't that awesome? It's an interesting... So, okay, we're directors and we're teachers and we're counselors and we're all these things. And then we kind of coach from the sidelines. And then we move to like this consultant position. And do you see that we've kind of moved?
Evolved, yes.
So do you feel like you're coaching or consulting?
I feel like we're more consulting.
Yeah.
With Max.
Yeah. Well, we have 3 different phases.
Yes.
We have 3 different kids. So we definitely, I feel like you are always needed. And I feel like you always stay in the background as a consultant. So you never like they always will need you, and you never like disappear. You just change positions based on the phase and level that they're on.
Yes.
So, and then my friends have been talking about adult children living with you. So I know some of you listening probably have toddlers, but some of my friends have the adult children who are living with them. And that's a whole new challenge and a whole new topic that we could do with how do you manage that? Because what does he want?
No, I'm just telling him not to call at 9:30 because we're still live.
Oh, shoot. If he calls, it's going to cut us off
I just
again.
told him that.
Okay, we're going to see if he actually checks his text message. So, what was I saying, Seth? I don't know.
We talked about consulting and FaceTime and cooking.
I know I was saying something and I looked at your phone and
I'm sorry.
No, it's my fault. I messed myself up. So anyways, we're always going to be needed.
Yes.
We're just going to change roles. And I realize that I still have my parents consulting me.
Yeah.
And we're always needed. And we want them to level up. Like we want them to, adult children.
There you go.
That's what I was
Living at
talking
home,
about.
yes.
So, I have heard my friends talk about there's challenges having adult children live with you. And there's like a whole new set of rules and boundaries and limits. And, I will tell you, as an adult living with my parents, I didn't have a curfew. I mean, I think it's okay to have a curfew. Like if your adult kids live with you, it's okay to say, I want you home by midnight or whatever.
Because I don't want you waking me up at 2 in the morning when you come in the house.
So that's what I'm going to tell you. So Max was home. Like I totally respect that it's a whole new level of challenges. They come and they go. You don't, I'm like, can you communicate and tell me if you're eating dinner? Like, can you communicate and tell me what your plans are? And I think the hardest part was him meandering in at God knows what time. So it's like I always was kind of like half awake waiting for him to come home.
Yeah.
It's just a whole new challenge. So depending on what phase you're in is going to be a whole new set of challenges.
Yes.
And I feel like we're in definitely 3 different levels.
Absolutely.
So what do you think about the new level that we're at?
I like it. New adventure.
It's a new adventure. Oh,
Yeah.
I love that you're saying that. I never looked at it as a new adventure. It was very cool, I have to say.
It is the subtitle of your book, Inspiring Adventures in Parenting and Marriage.
You're absolutely right. It's all an adventure.
Yes.
We packed up Seth's car and Max's car, and we took 2 cars to drop him off because we were leaving his car. And I thought that was so different and cool.
Yes, we've never done that before.
We usually pack up one car and all go together and drop him off.
Yes.
But kind of nice, as long as he's safe.
Yes.
Many conversations about the hills and the curves and
In Ithaca.
just be careful driving.
Yep.
So, yeah. So leaving a car is a whole nother step. Being in an apartment is a whole nother step. And how nice to have a nice bed to sleep in and not
bigger bed
and
than
not
the dorm bed.
and it's so funny because when we started talking about this summer, my automatic thought was, well, he's just going to get a single in the dorm. He's just going to live in the dorm. And never even thought about an apartment. And I'm so thankful that we let him get an apartment.
Yeah.
Because what a different experience.
Yeah, and life skills that he's learning that he wouldn't be picking up going to the dining hall again every day.
Well, the problem is there's only one dining hall open, and I don't think the food is very good. And I think he's very, very happy to be able to cook his own food.
Yes,
There's
needs
just
a dining hall break.
yes, and I am concerned about how do you then go back to sleeping in the dorm bed, going to the dining hall.
You just do it.
Like, it's so much nicer to have your own apartment and be cooking.
Yes.
So I foresee, I have to look it up. According to Max, sophomores have to live there.
On campus.
And juniors and seniors can live off campus.
Yep. Sorry.
You made me yawn. Are you tired, Mr. Green? Did I work you too hard?
A little bit. Haven't stopped much since I got home. Who do I sound like?
He acts so surprised.
I'm not surprised.
I do that every day.
I know. Here comes the story of I do that all day. You got nothing. You've only been home for 4 hours.
I'm trying not to cough.
Okay.
So, anyways, we've leveled up. We've gone from being physically exhausted as parents to more mentally exhausted.
Yep.
And I don't know what else I wanted to say.
Who's on the podcast Friday?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. So on Friday is Emily Grobin, and the topic is what's really behind your child's behavior. You're gonna love her. I loved her. I've been meeting such awesome women. It's so fun. Yesterday was all about friendship, and I said to her, "Wow, I really thought that my audience would love this topic, but I didn't think about myself."
Well, those are the best ones when you get something.
I didn't think about how much I would love that topic, but learning about friendship with middle schoolers and teenagers, and that was so good. And I also want to tell you that on Facebook, there's a free Whinypaluza Mom Facebook group that you can go join. And right now we're in the middle of our June challenge, and we're having so much fun. So come in and join us and bring your friends. And for the first 5 days of every month, I ask questions. And the more comments that you enter, the more comments that you put, the more times you enter to be the winner of the prizes.
Yes.
And what else did I want to tell them? There was more.
Go read the whole blog at whinypaluza.com. Sign up for the link tree that has all of Rebecca's free resources. Sign up for the free newsletter. And check out the podcast on Apple Podcasts or Google Play or Spotify or your favorite audio podcast platform.
What do you mean you're not signing up for the link
Subscribe
tree?
to,
you're
going to the link tree.
You're clicking the link tree.
And check out all of her awesome resources.
So, what I have learned is that most people want to listen to their podcast. That's what I usually do. But if you want to watch it, you can find it on Facebook.
The video.
Under Whinypaluza. There is a Whinypaluza fan page. And it's on YouTube. So you can watch it if you would rather watch it and see our faces.
Your beautiful face.
Yeah. So.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you for joining us. Let us know if you have any guest or topic requests. And share this with somebody who is leveling up as a parent. And I would love to hear from you. What stage of parenting are you in? Have a wonderful night, and we will be back next week. Thank you for tuning in to the Whinypaluza podcast. If you like what you heard, please be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. While you are there, leave a review. I love to hear your feedback. Thank you so much for listening. Until next time.
This show has been produced by Market Domination, LLC. To discover how you can have your own show completely done for you and turn it into a real published book and become the authority in your marketplace, go to www.marketdominationllc.com/podcast offer.